Hi, dear friends, some words of Torah for Parshat Tazria. It's no coincidence that we read Parshat Tazria right before Pesach. Chazal compare the redemption from Egypt to a woman who was in harsh labor and then gave birth. Hashem delivered us like a midwife delivers a baby during a difficult birthing process. So learning about childbirth at the beginning of our Parsha reminds us of this national birth. It also reminds us that despite the pain we experienced in Egypt, it all ended up for the best. Despite the birth pangs and the difficulties on the mother, she ends up with a beautiful baby at the end of the labor process. The prophet Isaiah talks about the future redemption also in terms of childbirth in Isaiah chapter 66. And he says, "Who has ever seen such a thing? Can the earth come to be all at once? Can a nation be born all at once? Zion shall have birth pangs and give birth to its children. Ha'ani ashbir v'lo olid, yomar Hashem. Shall I go into labor and not give birth, says God? Imani hamolid ve'atzarti, yomar Elokayach. Shall I give birth and then stop, says your Lord?" Rav Mordechai Leiner explained that these verses describe the process we sometimes go through in life. We feel that Hashem is not with us as we go through a very painful experience, such as a tragic loss. We think that Hashem is completely unaware, uninvolved, and disinterested. In reality, Hashem hides during our very dark times because he wishes to evoke a reaction. Through our suffering, his hope is that we will see how bereft we are and will thus cry out with a greater sense of desperation to Hashem, "Help me." Through those heightened and impassioned cries, Hashem responds to us, "Ha'ani ashbir v'lo olid? Do you think I would be ashbir you, that I would break you from the word lishaber, without the objective of giving birth to something wondrous in your life?" The second part of the verse goes even further, describing what happens after giving birth. Im ani hamolid ve'atzarti? Do you think that I would just give birth to one small salvation and then stop after all this pain? One of our fundraising campaigns at the Bayit before Purim was for the IDF Widows and Orphans organization. What really hit us in the gut was that among the hundreds of soldiers who have been tragically killed during this war, there are 30 widows who were left pregnant back at home when their husbands left to fight. Last month, a news outlet reported, and I'm certain there are other stories that are just not in the media, but it writes as follows: Meitar Eliyahu, widow of fallen IDF soldier Sergeant First Class Yedidja Eliyahu, on Saturday gave birth to the couple's third child and first son. Yedidja Eliyahu fell in battle in Gaza approximately 3 months ago, when his wife was 6 months pregnant. With praise and gratitude to God for all the kindness and abundance, we are happy and excited to announce the birth of our son, the family announced. The announcement was signed Yedidja of blessed memory and Meitar Eliyahu. Yedidja's brother Eliyav wrote, "The blessed God should raise this child for his mother in peace and happiness, and may he see the vengeance of his father's blood and the complete redemption soon." Rav Yaakov Leiner, Rav Mordechai's son, similarly stated that this is one of the mysteries of how Hashem works in our world. As the Zohar states, God brings blessings only to broken vessels, those who are emotionally traumatized and of lowered spirit. Looking back at the story of the golden calf and the broken tablets, it was necessary for the first set of tablets to be broken. It was only through the breaking of the tablets that man could learn how to put the pieces back together. That is, when the tablets were broken, it became harder for human beings to absorb the knowledge contained in the Torah. It became necessary for human beings to work harder to understand and decipher the true and deeper meanings of our Torah texts. But because of that added effort, because we must toil more in order to reconstitute the tablets, we feel that we are contributing more to the project of Torah study, and that we are an inherent part of the tapestry of knowledge that makes up our people's Torah. The same is true about all of life's experiences. We go through adversity and even tragedy, but it is through that pain that we feel more a part of what happens in the aftermath of that pain. Through our brokenness, we don't just live through the moments of life that come after, but rather use our past pain to fix what was broken and become an integral part of the future rectification. Imagine how much a part of Medinat Yisrael those families who have paid the ultimate sacrifice must be feeling. Their commitment to their nation is stronger than ever before. Since October 7th, so many of us have visited Israel, taken part in various fundraising campaigns, worked the soil, and poured out our hearts in prayer, all in order to help put the broken pieces back together. We decide how much we are to be part of the national repair. But in the end, it is through the breakage, through the pain, that our love for the people and nation of Israel grows. Through the birth pangs of a mother, her loving connection to her children increases. Through Israel's pain since October 7, Hashem's loving commitment to the people of Israel grows even more. And so, dear friends, may we all witness the redemption of our people in this season of redemption. May our hostages come home safely. May our soldiers return to their homes. And may there be no more orphans and widows among our people. May we see the ultimate consolation from our pain. B'mheira b'yameinu amen. Here's wishing you a beautiful Shabbos. Shabbat Shalom.